Hi everybody, it's Cinda Rader, your host for today, and we're at Cinda Sells Coaching. This is a new episode, and we're going to talk today about the things that every realtor needs when they're in their workaday world every day. So things that we're going to need in our purses or pockets, briefcases, and the trunk of your car or in your car. So first of all, we're going to start with my purse. And of course, normal things like you would have in your purse would be your money. Don't forget your credit cards and your cash, because if you run out of gas during a showing or on your way to an appointment, people don't like it when you're late, and neither do I. I always keep handy some pepper spray, and I have a handgun in here. Now, I suggest that you get your CCW to make sure that you're all legal with your handgun, but it's a good idea to have these things if you get into a situation, someone's trying to accost you in an open house or somewhere else. You know, you don't want those pesky people bothering you, so you need to be prepared. Realtors, like Girl Scouts, are always prepared. But I will give you a good suggestion. Don't ever show a vacant house to someone that you do not know. Make sure that you bring your buyers in for a buyer consultation and that you're ready for all things, or you take a partner with you when you're showing, right? Okay. Next up, we have always bring extra sunglasses and extra readers. I have these that I wear on my head all the time. Sometimes they break, but always keep a pair in here. You don't want to be at a showing and you can't read the MLS sheet like me. I can't read up close or even far away, needing to know a code or some information because I didn't have my glasses with me. Also, just go to this right now. In my, I have this wonderful phone that has a lanyard. This is called a Gear Beast, actually. My kids make fun of me because I have a lanyard on my phone, but I can carry this in for showing. So it has my access key on it. So many MLSs will have their e-key on their phone. And it's just an app that you put on there, and it's ready to go when you're showing the house. And then this little gadget has a pocket where you can put your cards. I wouldn't put your credit cards in here, but having your business cards handy so when you show the house, you don't get yelled at later when you leave the house because you didn't leave a card. It's just handy and with you all the time. I also keep a car charger, a permanent car charger, in my phone so that when I'm traveling around all day long, I always am charged up, because remember, people are always trying to get a hold of you. And you can work in your car as you're traveling around, answering phone calls, negotiating deals, talking to family members, whatever needs to happen, because your phone is charged up. Okay, next we're going to go to the briefcase. Now, I bought this handy dandy briefcase. It's really awesome. And because I've carried around a briefcase so long, it's broken down my shoulders. I have this one that can be rolled along, and it's really handy. And this is a great briefcase, and it has everything else that I would need handy. So I'm going to have, of course, I'm going to carry my laptop with me all the time, and I carry also the charging cord and a mouse. I also, always to be prepared, and you may think I'm old school, but this works. I will carry a buyer. Well, this is actually a seller. I'll carry a seller. My sellers are blue, or this is seller, is yellow, and my blue files for buyers. So buyers blue, sellers yellow. And I keep these, they're a complete contract file. I have them handy with me, and here's why. Sometimes you're out showing land and you can't, maybe you have a hotspot on your phone, but you can't get to the internet and they want to write an offer on it right now. Okay, it needs to be written right now. Maybe it's all multiple offers, who knows? But if you've got all the paperwork you needed to show the house, plus you've got all your contract paperwork with you, you can whip it out and write an offer right on the back of your trunk. I've done that for many years and it works quite well. I also keep lots of snacks in my car, because if I'm on the go all day long and I haven't had time to get a bite to eat, a healthy bite to eat, I have nuts and granola bars and some crackers and things that I can eat on the way. And then that way, if I'm working until 8 or 9 o'clock at night showing properties, I'm sharp all day long. I also keep water bottles in my car as well. This is really cool. So I have two kind of measuring devices. This is a laser beam, and you guys have probably seen these before. Sometimes appraisers use them. And all you do is point and click, and it tells you, you start at one end of the room, go to the other, and it tells you what the measurement of the room is. Now, I used to carry this around with me to measure rooms when I listed a property, and it doesn't look very pretty for me to be going down on the floor in a skirt trying to measure a room. if I'm doing it by myself. So this works great. However, still keep your manual tape with you, because you never know when you might be measuring a garage. A lot of times people ask you, will my truck fit in there? Will my 33-foot boat fit in this garage? Well, this is a real quick way to find out, because most agents don't provide measurements for the garage. And you can seal the deal right there if that 33-foot boat works in that garage. Okay, onward and upward. Business cards. Always make sure that you have a lot of business cards. I carry them, of course, on the back of my phone, but I also have a bunch in my briefcase so that if I have a networking event that I'm going to, late after hours, I've been working all day, I have a whole bunch of cards with me to pass out, and I'm always prepared. Okay, you guys might laugh at me on this one, but I also keep my handy dandy real estate calculator that I've had for 27 years, and I still use it. People ask me what a payment is. I can do it in seconds. And no, I don't have to get on my phone to do anything. But those of you that want to use your phone, happy days, you can use that. Okay, next up, we're going to the trunk of the car. Okay, everybody, we're back at the trunk of my car. We couldn't put it in the office, so we had to go outside. You might hear some car noise. Okay, so here's some of the things that I always keep in my car. I keep zip ties. You'd be surprised at holding on signs and doing things like that. I have scissors, an all-in-one tool. That comes in really handy. So you wouldn't think about it. I've gotten made fun of by my baby hammer, but you'll never know. Like if a cabinet door falls off the kitchen cabinet while you're looking at it, you've got your little screwdriver. You can screw that back on real quick. I always keep a bottle of WD-40 in here to spray in the locks of a door that maybe the key won't turn. However, I'm out of that, so I need to run to the store to get some more of that. I also have an extra tape measure and things like that. I have a little pen knife in here. It's an all-in-one, like Swiss Army knife thing. Just all kinds of things that I have. A headlight in case I'm stuck in the dark and I need a light and I don't have one. Or actually, if you're walking down the stairs to a dark basement, those come in really handy. Okay, next up, I always keep a trash bag for any trash that might come my way. Paper towels to clean up the mess that I made with the WD-40 on the door. Some Kleenexes, always have those in case I'm crying on the way home, something didn't work out, we missed out on an offer, or just anything, Kleenexes. Hand sanitizer wipes are always good for anything. I keep shoe covers in here in case I need them for covering up my shoes. If I've got on sandals and I don't want to unbuckle every time I'm showing, I just keep those handy. Water bottles to go along, water with fresh water in them to go along with snacks. I actually have a towel in here, and I use that towel sometimes. We've had times when we walked into a house and we muddied up the floor with our shoes were wet, and I'll wipe down the floor with the towel. I also have a rug in here. I keep a water bottle, just an empty water bottle, in my car, and here's why. So when I'm putting signs in the yard, and it's like a hot, dry summer day or a cold day and the ground is really hard, you'd be shocked if you just fill this with some water, and where you're putting the sign in the ground, the point of the sign, the metal sharp point, you pour water down in there, wait about, 60 seconds, and voila, that sign goes right down into the ground. No troubles that way. And then I always keep a pair of slip-on shoes, tennis shoes, or some kind of shoe like that I can put on real quick. I use these if I'm going to be out showing property. See, you never know all day long who's going to call you and look for stuff, right? And so I might need to be in the mud or in the weeds showing houses, or I've had situations where a dog or a cat bolted out of a house that I was showing, and I had to chase the dog or cat down the street. Try chasing a cat, doesn't work very well. But it's very hard to run in high heels, so having tennis shoes is very handy. And then last but not least, of course, and I talked about this once before, is we have our handy dandy thing of sage and a lighter, so that if we need to remove evil spirits, negative energy, or whatever it is in the house, we are prepared for all things. So these are things that you probably never would have thought of. Maybe as a realtor you might, or maybe not. But And if you're watching this and you're not a realtor, you can see that we always need to be prepared for anything that can come our way, because we never know what's going to happen in the course of a day. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some tips out of it. And if you ever have any questions about coaching, we have an online course that we'd love to share with you. It's the $1 Million Producer. You can reach me at 816-365-9807, or you can get on our website at cindysalescoaching.com. Thanks so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful and productive day.